definitely a hallmark of how Liverpool play these days. It's all promise and no precision at all. For me, this match was absolutely frustrating because Liverpool had moments and glimpses of doing very well, and then they also had moments where it just frustrated the living hell out of you. And I don't know what happened in this match. I think Arne Slot had a good strategy, and when the team actually applied that strategy, it was very good. But when they didn't, it looked terrible. Just absolutely terrible. I don't have a better word to describe it. Just absolutely terrible and frustrating. Like, if you take in the first half, okay, there were moments with frustration that we shouldn't have allowed Fulham to dominate certain moments that they actually did. And I don't know what to make of that. I'm glad that the team got a good pep talk in the halftime interval, and the manager had a strategy, sent the players out onto the field with that strategy, and they started looking a little better. That it looked like they actually came to play a game of football in the second half, which is something that is foreign to this Liverpool team this season. Typically, they come out in the second half and they look worse than they did in the first half, but at least here, they came back and they had a little bit of fight in them. And I'm thinking about that 52nd minute when Liverpool looked good in the pressing. The pressing had shape. It was good. There was good movement. Even Kirkes got involved in some of the moments. He didn't look as lost as he did, I think, in the first half. Looked a little bit better, pressed a little better. That's in the 52nd minute. 2 minutes later, in the 54th minute, that all collapsed. It was gone, and all of a sudden, the midfield collapsed back onto the defensive line again. I don't know if you saw that, but in a moment, in the 54th moment, Gakpo was playing behind Kirkes and in front of Ibrahima Konate. What the hell is that? Why is he there? Allow the back line to do what the back line needs to do, and you, Mr. Midfielder, Mr. Gravenberg, move forward, go up so that you can get the second ball. No, he's in the back line, and all of a sudden, Fulham come on the attack. The midfield now has collapsed onto the back line. They're running into the spaces where the back line is supposed to run, and thank goodness that they hit the crossbar. Fulham hit the crossbar. Just absolute chaos and terribleness. Now, after that, they settled again, and it looks like they listened to what Arne Slot was screaming from the sideline. And all of a sudden, the pressing started looking great again. We started pressing, we started putting the pressure on. And let me also just say, while we're putting the pressure on, one player of Fulham is running havoc whenever he gets the ball, and that's Wilson. Wilson had a fantastic game for Fulham today. Gets the ball, puts pressure on Liverpool. Liverpool looks chaotic again. They get the ball, back in possession, they start regaining their shape. I don't know what this panic is whenever the opposition gets the ball, and especially when Wilson gets that ball. Liverpool just look absolutely chaotic. But at least they got a little bit of calm, a little bit of composure. And when Fulham hit that crossbar, our midfield was missing in that moment. But when they reclaimed that moment, when they started playing with the discipline, when they started getting the midfield away from the back line and started pressing higher up with one midfielder dropping, 5 in attack for Liverpool versus the 4 in defence for Fulham, Liverpool started looking dangerous, and we pulled one back. And after we pulled one back, fantastic from Cody Gakpo, at least he came back, saved some name and face, and he scored. Brilliant. But once again, when Liverpool go ahead, they just lose it all again. Collapsed on top of themselves, allowing Fulham to just get one moment of brilliance, one moment of dominance, and they scored. And for me, what really stood out in this match is Liverpool's midfield is in actual fact the problem. When they take control of the game, Liverpool control every aspect of it. Going back, going forward, attacking. We look dangerous when the midfield steps up and does what it needs to do. When Liverpool lose the ball and the midfield starts falling back onto the defensive line and we start looking flat, that is where the problem comes in. And if asked for my opinion, it is the midfield costing us all of these games throughout the season so far. I don't know what to make of this. At the moment, this is all just raw emotion. I'll do a proper breakdown tomorrow, but at the moment, I'm not happy with our midfield.